Hey there, Matthew here. So if you've watched my channel, you know that I do a lot of videos on audio and speakers, headphones, stuff like that. So I have the Bowers Wilkins Px8s here. These are a great pair of noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. And so we're gonna take just a quick review of these headphones. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's go over the quick specs of these headphones here. They start at $6.99. Yes, that is very expensive. And if you want, you can get the McLaren edition of these for a whopping $7.99, so $100 more than the base price of the $6.99. Yes, a lot of money for a pair of active noise canceling headphones. Their previous generation, the Bowers Wilkins Px8s, were I think it was $3.99, and so for basically $400 more, $300 more, you get the Px8s. Yes, these are the flagship headphones from Bowers Wilkins. So yes, super expensive. These come in two different colors besides the special edition McLaren edition headphones. These come in this this black color here that you see, and then they also have a tan color. And both colors are pretty nice. I prefer the more subtle black, but there is that tan, which is really, really cool. These use the aptX adaptive wireless technology, and so it should give you really, really good audio quality with that aptX adaptive. You can also use these to connect them via the USB-C port here. They do have the USB-C right there. And other than that, there's no other ports here. This USB-C is used for charging along with, I guess, transferring audio from your phone or your laptop to your headphones. There's no 3.5mm headphone jack, so just be aware of that. You do have a bunch of different buttons here. Bluetooth, volume up, volume down, multi-function button, along with a noise cancellation button here. So be aware you do have some of those. With these, you don't have any swipes or taps or anything like that. I prefer that because if adjusting them or anything like that, I do feel like I do touch the surface of the headphones, and I don't want it to skip a track or pause or play my music or anything like that. I just want to be able to adjust my headphones, but we'll kind of go into that because there is also, at least for me, a con in having these buttons, the placement of these buttons. These do have a quick charge function with this, which is really nice. I believe it is with about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of charge. This gives you about 7 hours of playback, which is pretty good. It at least will get you through almost a full work shift if you work from 8 to 5 or anything like that. And during your lunch, you can actually put this, you can charge these and they'll be good to go. I believe it's about 30 hours on a full charge, which is really good, and that is with noise canceling on. And so with noise canceling off, I believe it's a lot more, but these for battery is really good. Great battery life, great quick charge function, which I really like. These do use Bluetooth 5.2, it's just pretty good. I wish that they had Bluetooth 5.3. I know my phone has Bluetooth 5.3. A lot of other products have Bluetooth 5.3, and so I wish these did, but at least they have Bluetooth 5.2 rather than, let's say, Bluetooth 5.0 or anything lower than that. So that is good that these do have Bluetooth 5.2 on here. So let's go over just a quick review of these headphones now that we've got the specs out of the way, and decide, are they worth that $6.99, $7.99 price tag if you get the McLaren edition, or should you go with something that is cheaper, like let's say the Bowers Wilkins Px8s, or even the AirPod Max, which I never thought I would consider the AirPod Max as a cheaper alternative to a pair of headphones. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the design of these headphones. These headphones, they look and feel very premium. The design of these, it's made out of Napa leather right here on the ear cups, which these ear cups are super, super soft, very, very adaptable. I really like them. It feels very, very comfortable. when listening to music, especially at long periods of time. Usually my ears get pretty warm when I wear, let's say, the Bose 700s, even the Bose QC45s, the Bowers Wilkins Px8s, the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. But these, I can wear these for hours, and my ears, I mean, they start to get slightly, but nothing that's too uncomfortable like those other pair of headphones. So I really do like that, just the comfort of the ear cups, the comfort of the headband, which is also made out of that Napa leather material. The weight of these, they're heavy-ish. They're probably not the heaviest pair I've ever owned. I'm sure they're not as heavy as, let's say, the AirPod Max, but they're not super light compared to, let's say, the Sony WH-1000X M5s, or even the Bose 700s, or the Bose QC45s. So there is that these are pretty heavy, but they are also made out of some really good material. I believe it's like aluminum, or it's some metal as well, and it's just very comfortable. As you can see, you can stretch them, you can bend them, and they're not gonna break. No creaks, anything like that. So these are built very well. Next would be the button layout here, with the Sonys, with the Bose noise canceling 700 headphones, with the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. You do have a series of taps and swipes, but this actually uses buttons, which I do like the physical buttons, so it gives me kind of that ease of use without having to figure out, well, which side does a tap and pause and play, and which side does the volume up, volume down, noise canceling, stuff like that. I've got it all through a series of buttons here, and so I'm gonna quickly, if you can see here, you've got some buttons here. Here's the USB-C port here. You do have a button here, so that's volume down, volume up. In the middle here is the multi-function button, and this button will do things like pause, play. You can skip a track. If you click it 3 times, you can move forward a track. Clicking it twice, you can answer calls, you can hang up, stuff like that. So this is your multi-function button, which is very convenient. And then up here is your Bluetooth/power on button. So you flip it and it turns on and it'll connect. If you want to connect a new device, you flip it and you push it up and it'll go up into Bluetooth pairing mode. So that's really nice that you have that. And then on here you do have the noise cancellation button here. I believe you can also do like a Google Assistant or Siri with this button, but I don't use that function, so I just have this programmed for noise canceling and transparency mode as well. So you do have that. I do like a series of buttons, but like I said in the intro, there is a con to the series of buttons here, and I'm going to show you a little bit why. When I have them on, they are very comfortable, but they're very comfortable. However, let's say here, if I go to take them off or to adjust them, I tend to have my hand on this button. It's just the placement of the buttons that I wish was a little bit different. I think that the buttons are great, but I wish they were placed a little bit higher up, so in that way I don't accidentally press the pause or play button or the volume button, anything like that. So I think having buttons is great. It's just the placement of these buttons. I wish they were placed a little bit higher, because as I'm listening, I don't have to try to move my hand, my finger here, to a different position. I'm used to taking it off and putting my fingers right here in this position on every pair of headphones I own. And for these pair, along with the PX7s, which I also had an issue with this, is that this, where I usually put my fingers to move my headphones, take them off, or adjust them, is right where I have the multi-function button. So that is one con that I think. I wish these were maybe positioned higher up. I know it may be a small nitpick, it may be something that a lot of people don't have issues with, but for me, I wish it was kind of in a different spot. Okay, so when it comes to the noise cancellation, these actually cancel out a good amount of noise. I'm not going to say it is Bose QC 45s level or the Sony WH-1000X M5 level, anything like that, but these actually cancel a ton of noise. I would put them probably under the AirPod Max headphones when it comes to noise canceling, but other than that, I think these probably beat out the likes of, let's say, the Px8s, probably the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, anything like that. I'm trying to think of any other pairs that I might have, but yeah, these probably beat those out, but they don't beat out the likes of the Bose or the Sonys or the AirPod Maxes. So yeah, with noise canceling, I haven't been able to go on a trip with these yet, but I feel like these would cancel out a lot of noise. I do work in a very loud office, at least, especially when I'm out in the back with the aligner production or the lab where a 3D print is, and when I put these on, it cancels out a lot of that noise. So I am very happy with these when it comes to noise canceling, and I believe in the app you can actually change the level of noise canceling that you want, which is really, really nice. Which brings me to the app. It is great, it is very intuitive. You can actually adjust the EQ of these headphones if you want. I more like a dynamic mode when it comes to that, but overall I think the app is pretty good, pretty laid out. It did take me a little bit to actually finally get these to pair with the app. Yes, it paired with my phone, that was great, but the battery life and all that kind of died really fast with it paired to my phone without being paired through the app. I think the app just optimizes these headphones along with doing the software updates and adjusting noise cancellation along with EQs and stuff like that. So if you want the full Bowers Wilkins Px8 experience, I suggest you download the app, and I suggest you do the updates for this pair of headphones. Okay, so now on to the sound quality of these headphones, because you're paying $6.99, $7.99 for the special edition headphones of these. You're going to want it to sound really, really good. And I've got to say, these sound really, really good. They're probably some of the best sounding headphones I've heard in a long, long time. When at first I was like, man, $6.99, $7.99 for these headphones, that's a very steep price. I hope they sound really, really good. And I've got to say, I was not disappointed. I liked the sound of the PX7s, and so when I moved to the PX8s, I was just blown away by the sound quality of these headphones. In my opinion, at least, I thought the sound, there was some good bass, but it wasn't overpowering. The mids and highs sounded great. I could hear every vocal. I could hear every strum of the guitar, every beat of the kick drum, every sizzle of the crash cymbal and the hi-hat. Like, I just heard everything with these headphones. And yeah, I could kind of hear it with other pair of headphones, but it was very, very rich, crisp, and clear with these headphones. And I've got to say, Bowers & Wilkins made a great pair of headphones when it comes to music. Yes, there's probably some better professional headphones out there, such as your Focals or anything like that, but I've got to say, for these pair of headphones, yes, it's a steep price for someone, just anybody to pay, but I've got to say these sound really, really good without being your professional grade. I just really love the sound of these. I've given them to some of my friends to listen to, and they've been very, very shocked, about the comfort of these, but also about the sound of these. I listen to a bunch of music, every genre, whether it's country, pop, hip hop, anything like that, and I've got to say, these headphones cover pretty much every spectrum of music that I've thrown at it. Now, sound quality and sound preference, it's all based on the person. So a pair of headphones that I say that I really like when it comes to sound, someone else may not like. And so just take that in consideration, that my preference of sound may be different than your preference of sound. So with me saying, oh, these sound really great, oh, the bass is really good but it's not overpowering, the mids and highs are great, all that stuff, don't take that as, oh, I'm gonna like these, because your preference may be that you want more bass, or you may want more mids and highs and less bass. So just because I really like this pair of headphones for the sound quality doesn't mean that everybody's gonna like these. If you can, try to go somewhere that may sell these, may have a pair that you can try on and test them. For $6.99, $7.99, I personally think these are well worth that price tag. I've had these for about a little over 3 months now, and these are always the ones that I put in my backpack when I go to work, when I go on a trip, anything like that. I always put these in my backpack. Before, it was the Bose QC45s, but I've replaced those with these, and I am very, very happy that I have these headphones here. They look great, they feel great, they sound great, and they connect to my phone super, super easy. Now that I have things working and all that, I'm not quite sure, maybe I just wasn't pairing it correctly or wasn't using the correct app, or I don't know, or maybe it was just a bug in the app, but I finally got them working and I haven't had any issues since. Thank you guys for watching. This has been my Bowers Wilkins Px8 review. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I post another video. Until then, everyone, stay safe. Peace.